Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Startup, the channel for business and entrepreneurship. And today we're talking about the basics of business management and the principles that every entrepreneur should know. If you're starting a business or already have one, this video is for you. Before you start managing your business, you need to know what you're working towards. Write down your goals and objectives and make them SMART, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This way, you'll know what success looks like for your business and what you need to do to get there. So imagine you're going on a road trip and you don't know where you want to go. It's kind of like going on a trip without a map or a GPS. You might end up driving around in circles or getting lost and not reaching your destination. The same thing can happen in your business. If you don't have clear goals and objectives, you won't know where you're headed. You might waste a lot of time and resources on things that just aren't important. I'm often surprised when I ask new budding business owners what their goals and objectives are, because a large proportion of them have no idea and just leave it to chance. But in business, you can't leave things to chance. If next month you made a huge loss and wasn't prepared in advance to have the capital saved up to cover your losses, your business is done. Also, if you don't have projected figures in mind that you can make or aim for, it'll be very hard to know how much you can reinvest back into the business to grow. Next, you need to create a business plan. Now, this bit might sound boring, but it is essential that you figure out how to get from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. It should include details on your target market or competition and your budget, and even the marketing or sales strategies that you're going to use, not to mention your financial projections for the near and distant future. What I find is some people obsess over the business plan and spend weeks and weeks detailing every little step as if it's gospel. But like Mike Tyson once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. See, the business plan should just be a general guide and something that's open to changing as you go along. So you have to make it adaptable. Things do and will go wrong, I promise you. Knowing your financials is key to managing your business. You need to keep track of your income and expenses so you know how much money you're making and spending. This will help you make informed decisions about how to reinvest back into your business. Also, by knowing how much capital you've got saved up, you know how healthy your business is and where it stands in case of any loss or negative event. Just like you wouldn't build a house without measuring the rooms and materials, you wouldn't start a business without knowing your numbers. Some people literally have no clue what they've made last year, month, or even week. And this is important if you want to keep track of your profits. If you don't know what you made last month, how will you know what to improve on? And how will you know what to address? These are just the basics if you want to grow in business. Know your numbers because they will guide you. Next, you need to be organized and prepared. It also helps you make sure you're not missing anything important like a payment or a meeting. Imagine you've got a big call with a client and you need to prepare. Being prepared means you've got all your notes ready on the client so you come into that meeting looking professional. And don't just leave it to chance. Make sure you've got a system for staying organized. You can go old school and use a planner or a to-do list or even just sticky notes to help you keep track of everything. I know it's cliche, but the idea is that decluttering as much as possible will help you save time and reduce stress. And one of the most important points is to hire the right team. See, the people you work with can make or break your business. Make sure you hire people who've got the skills and the experience that you need to grow the business. And make sure that they share your values and vision. You also want to make sure everyone works well together and has the same common goal. This means finding people who believe in your mission and share your values, also have the skills and the drive to help you achieve the same common goal. It's like building a puzzle. Each piece needs to fit perfectly in its place to complete the picture. And that's the same with your team. Each member needs to fit their role perfectly so they can work together to achieve great things. So take your time to find the right people and make sure they're the right fit for your team. Oh, and don't be afraid to get rid of anyone who isn't performing. I know that sounds harsh, but the reality is that one person can affect the working dynamic of your entire team. If they're negative or moaning or lazy, it might rub off on the rest of your team. Now flip that in reverse. Imagine having a positive member of your team who's hardworking, enthusiastic, and supports their fellow team members. Wouldn't that motivate your team? Naturally, what follows is delegation. As a business owner, you can't do everything on your own if you want to get far in business. So delegation is key because it helps you focus on the tasks that are most important. If you're the boss, you might have a lot of important things to do, like make big decisions or plans for the direction of your company. But there's also a lot of other tasks that can be done by someone else. And by delegating those tasks, you can focus on what you do best. You can focus on higher leverage tasks. Also, when you delegate, you're giving your team the opportunity to learn and grow. Because by letting others take on new responsibilities, you help them become better at their jobs and feel more confident in their ability. But how do you delegate effectively? First, make sure you choose the right person for the task. Give the task to someone who's got the skills and the experience. Then be clear about what you expect from them. Make sure you set deadlines and then give them feedback so they know how they're doing. Often, I see so many new entrepreneurs who leave their 9 to 5 to seek freedom, but end up working even harder, doing way more tasks in their business. Essentially, they've just become a glorified 9 to 5. It's become a 9 to 9. When I ask why they don't delegate, the answer is often they don't think anyone can do what they do. So, if your delegation sucks, learn from those mistakes and get better at delegating. It's not rocket science, but it may take practice, like everything else that's worth it. Next, you need to keep learning. The business world is forever changing, especially now with the rise of AI and tech, so you need to keep learning to stay ahead of the game, or the game will get ahead of you. Read books, take courses, attend seminars, and network with other business owners. You'll be amazed at how much you can learn and how much it can help you grow your business. But hey look, if you're watching this channel to learn, you're already doing what most aren't, and that will put you ahead. So there you have it. These are some of the basics of business management that every entrepreneur should know. And remember, running a business is a marathon, not a sprint. Take it one step at a time and stay focused on your goals. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any further questions, put them in the comments below.